Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. The increasing fuel price has been hard on South Africans, and e-hailing drivers are no exception. Uber and Bolt drivers are now threatening a stay away from the 8th of August unless they get a fair increase from management. For more on this, I'm joined by Mathebula, the chairperson of Gauteng E-hailing Partners Council. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. We know that exactly 2 weeks ago, drivers stormed Uber offices demanding an increase in fares. What's happened since then?
Basically, on the day when drivers went to the offices of Uber, it was on two issues that were burning. Though our issues are so many because these are the issues that has been there for years. So on the day Uber introduced what they call trip radar. So it was just a surprise. People woke up in the morning, then they have to be contesting for one trip. Basically, when you request, the trip will go to, say, 10 people. So it will depend who will be fast to pick up that trip. So that is one of the reasons that why people, quickly went to the Uber offices, under the condition of the pricing. Now this trip radar, it comes in. Then what happened after that, it was only the fact that they removed that feature. They said they're putting it on hold. We know they're going to put it back. We know they always do that. And from there, we had a meeting there, and then they promised to take out that function. And they also promised to come back to us, in terms of the price, because it was a burning issue. Petrol has risen by over 7 rand since January, and then our prices have not increased. We are operating on a loss. Then they said they'll come back to us on Wednesday, and it was only yesterday that we saw what they call an increase of 2 rand. I mean, what is 2 rand, in the condition where we are? So we are saying they are undermining the humanity in South Africa, and they are undermining the drivers in South Africa. So we are not happy with that. So that's why we are talking about the stay away as well. So
with the talks around a stay away, what are you hoping to escalate in your venting of your frustrations as you speak about the 2 rand not being substantial?
Yeah, we've been knocking to the doors of these companies for years, and fortunately now we are in a position whereby we are what we call democratization. So we are formalized. So we have got the structure. That's why you see we are. I'm the chairperson of the Gauteng E-hailing Partners Council. It's a committee and a representative body of the industry, which has got the chairperson, the secretary, it has got the treasurer, and also the spokesperson, Newzroom. So fortunately now we are able to start organizing our people, because what they have been doing, it was to make sure that we don't really unite, because our power is in uniting. Fortunately now we have got the structure and we are working towards that. So what we are hoping, that's why I'm saying we have been dealing with these companies for years. It's not that they are going to change. We are not really expecting them to really put in a price increase or something like that. They are arrogant, and fortunately now the Uber links are helping us to put in the dots, because you cannot be striking since 2016 until 2022, there is no change. But we are saying enough is enough. If we can't be going back to the road, operating when we are working on a loss. So that's why we are saying until further notice.
Yeah.
So we're not really hoping for any change. However, we cannot put in our cars. We cannot be enslaved continuously. So we have to put a stop to this.
A few weeks ago, we learnt of a slew of Uber leaks from The Guardian, which confirmed that from the beginning, the taxi app knew full well of the risk factor that drivers would face, speaking to how the company put profits before drivers' well-being and the dangers that are associated with working in the system under Uber. Talk to us about your reality and the reality of your members when it comes to the working conditions. Now, fares are a big part of it, but there are other factors.
Yeah, it's very much amazing the way these companies operate. They come into the country and operate. As you are saying, the Uber links are confirming that they know these apps are not safe for operations, and the government is not doing anything about it. We can't even count how many people have died in these platforms, how many people have been robbed in these platforms. You know, so the reality on the ground is that we are facing that every day. You know, this month alone, you know, I had to attend, and we buried over, I think, 6 people, if I'm not mistaken. So who died on the platform? I'm also a proof of what these app companies are doing to us in terms of safety. I was put into the boot. You know, once upon a time, I was robbed. Once upon a time, so I had a couple of incidents. And that's the story of all the drivers every day. So, and above that, they also, you know, made sure that the operation, the model of the operation makes us to fight even against the meter taxis, fight even against the minibus taxis. As I talk now, there are more than 7 cases, at least by Monday last week when we had a meeting at Ferenefe. There were 7 cases that were reported in the Insidibeni region, in which our drivers have been beaten, their cars smashed, their cars bent, and after that Monday, another 2 cars have been bent. So they are making and instigating violence between us as the black people of South Africa. So the reality on the ground is these apps are not safe. We went to DTIC complaining about it. We went to the department, the Provincial Department of Transport, complaining about this. We went to the minister who continuously ignoring us, Minister Mbalula, about this, because we are dying every day. We march to the police stations and nobody's doing anything. And the Uber leaks are telling us a story which we can only put the dots.
Very, very sad to hear and listen to. So as you go and vent out your frustrations with this protest action that you're launching, the stayaway, talk to us about the finer details then, when it will take place, and you know, what sort of response are you ultimately hoping for after that?
Yeah, no, the stay away will exactly mean that. That the stay away, it basically means that we're not going to be switching on the app to operate on the platform. I'll be staying at home, and the other drivers will be staying at home, and until we can figure out what we have to do, because what we want now is nothing but transformation. We want a change. The status quo has to change. Things cannot continue the way they are. We cannot be operating and not making money. And these are our investments. We bought cars for over 400,000. They are dying because, and we can't even fix them. You know, it's so sad. I've got 2 cars that died. I can't even raise 10,000 to fix them because we're operating under a loss. So basically, it's just a stay away. We're just going to be staying in our homes and figuring out what we have to do. But as I said, we want transformation, a change. This industry belongs to us as the South Africans. We are the citizens of the country. If ever you are to operate in our country, you need to understand how this industry works and how the drivers operate, so that both of us, we can make money. Because as it is, riders are benefiting from the trips that we are making, app companies are benefiting, but we as the drivers, the people that have put in an investment, we are not benefiting at all. So that's why we are saying transformation, because this has to change and we need to start operating and making profit in our operation.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for talking to us. The Gauteng E-hailing Partners Council chairperson, Henry Mathebula, speaking to some of the very pressing concerns when it comes to e-hailing, the e-hailing industry, and also speaking about a stay away that's set to take place next month.